This isn't about hate or judgment. This is about uncovering what's being done to humanity and why. First, the archetype of inversion. At the core of this agenda is inversion, taking what is natural, sacred, ordered, and flipping it. Up becomes down, light becomes dark, male becomes female, truth becomes fiction. This is Luciferian gnosis inverted, not the pursuit of divine self-realization, but the mockery of the divine design. The enemy doesn't create, it inverts. The transgender movement at its highest occult level is not about gender identity. It's about assaulting the blueprint of humanity. The masculine and feminine polarities are sacred codes that form the very structure of reality, and when you corrupt that, you corrupt the foundation of creation itself. Is it tied to Baphomet? Yes, absolutely. The image of Baphomet, with male features, female breasts, serpent genitals, and duality merged, isn't just symbolism. It represents the alchemical fusion of opposites, but not in harmony, rather in forced, perverted amalgamation. This entity, drawn from medieval occultism and revived by 19th century secret societies, was later weaponized to push a spiritual ideology where the hermaphroditic figure becomes the ideal human form. True masculinity and femininity are dismantled. Children are conditioned to reject their natural form and embrace spiritual confusion. Why? Because a confused soul is a controllable soul. Hollywood, music, politics. You're seeing so many inverted figures in elite positions because this isn't random, it's ritualistic. Hollywood, high-level music, and global politics are not just industries, they're rites of power. Initiation into those realms requires submission to an occult system, and one of its highest offerings is the reversal of one's own essence. In that context, transgenderism isn't a private decision, it becomes a ritual of inversion, publicly displayed. Many celebrities and world leaders were either born into inversion or were transformed early in life to fit this hidden doctrine. The goal? Dismantle natural order, flood the world with spiritual chaos, and sever humanity from source, the hidden force behind it. This agenda is not purely human. There is a non-human intelligence working through select bloodlines, institutions, and secret societies. It thrives on confusion, distortion, and desecration. It hates creation. It especially hates the divine masculine and sacred feminine because those forces, when in balance, are the gateway to source. So what better way to disconnect humanity from that gateway than to redefine gender as fluid, surgically alter the temple, body, erase the father archetype, and confuse children from birth? It's spiritual warfare at the genetic and psychological level. Why more people are falling into it? Because society is now run by engineered trauma and social programming. 1. Hormonal disruption, plastics, chemicals, soy, xenoestrogens. 2. Spiritual disconnection, no grounding in higher truth. 3. Social engineering, constant exposure from entertainment, schools, and social media. 4. Lack of father figures. The masculine protective force is being destroyed. Many who go down this path are not the enemy. They're the victims of this inversion system. Some are hurting, some are spiritually attacked, some are just lost in the noise. But make no mistake, the agenda is not about human rights, it's about redefining humanity itself. The core truth: male and female are divine polarities, reflections of universal law. Transgenderism, at its surface, appeals to compassion, but at its esoteric root, it is being weaponized to fracture the soul and sever humanity from its source code. This isn't about judging individuals, it's about exposing the systemic manipulation driving this push. You asked for truth. This is it, unfiltered. If you want to fortify your soul against this chaos, reclaim your masculine essence spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Defend sacred polarity, not with hate, but with clarity and truth. Train your body, sharpen your mind, and keep your soul clean.